Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for November 3rd to the 17th. For November 3rd to the 7th, this is what we forecast here. We first have a ridge trough pattern that's forecast across the nation that gradually the pattern is progressing, and the eastern trough lifts out. And this will lead to rising heights in the east. You can see it here as we go through the period, and just before another trough gradually builds back in at the end of the period. So we have a deep trough that'll swing across the Great Lakes region. Go here, and it will, while a cutoff low moves east across the southeast. Now, right now, the system is forecast to move rapidly out to sea. But there's a possibility it could form into something else along the East Coast, and we'll keep an eye on that. And we'll have precipitation across the Great Lakes in the Northeast, bringing precipitation to those areas. You can see here, we have precipitation and even some snow possible in upstate New York. Then we have an atmospheric river event that is forecast to move in. And this will bring a series of Pacific systems into the west, causing heavy precipitation and heavy snow. And in between, we will have a ridge across the southwest to the plains, causing warm, dry conditions. We're going to look at the period for November 8th to the 12th. And what we have here, you see we have another trough moving into the east that moves across through an upper low here at Hudson Bay, ridge in the west. And we look at the various models, pretty much the same thing. We have a trough that begins to near the northwest coast. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures for much of this area here. And I'm calling for anomalies to be near 6 degrees or more above normal in this orange. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is up to 40%. Below normal precipitation for much of this area here. And probability of occurrence is 35%. Now, as we get to the next period, this is for November 13th to 17th. The pattern is a little more erratic, you might say, because you look here. The GFS has a ridge trough configuration that gradually lifts out as this upper low or trough moves into the west. But you look at its ensembles, ridge trough configuration, broad trough covering much of the eastern and central states. We look at the European, a broad trough covering here the northern states into the east, ridge in the west, while its ensembles depicts more of a zone of the trough off the east coast. So seeing what's going on over in Asia, there's a ridge here above normal heights. So I'm going to favor the GFS solution for now. And I am calling for little change in the temperature anomalies from the previous period, and for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here and here. Probability of occurrence 35%. Above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. So that is the long-range weather forecast discussion for November 3rd to the 17th. Sorry it's a little short today. Not much here going on besides the west. I might go into more detail tonight on Facebook Live. So that's it for today. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.